Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of the broadcast. Second half of the broadcast here. Welcome back to the OSC Elite Rising Star number 16. Welcome back to our plethora of PvPs. As always, Pappy, as always. All the PvPs are here ready for you tonight. And up next, we have Sebesdes and HiGhDrA. Sebesdes and HiGhDrA are going to be facing off in that Protoss matchup. And we'll see how this story unfolds. We'll see if we get any macro games. We had one, true. We had, if you recall, at the beginning of the broadcast, we had Jomek versus Art. We had one game where both players did just kind of build up on 3 bases before Art did close things out. That was on Tokamak, if you recall. We'll see if we get more of that, or if we just get more hyper-aggression, which has been the case for the majority of the series. Let's go. As we're jumping into game number 1. Jumping into game 1. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the yellow Protoss player, the yellow Protoss from the land of Czechia, representing Team Roddy. It is Sebesdes. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from the land of the Netherlands. It is HiGhDrA. Here we go. As we're getting into our next PvP of the broadcast here. We're settling in. And when it comes to our 2 players, Sebesdes is, of course, the younger up-and-comer. He's been more active. I do appreciate it. He's been a little more active as of late when it comes to online tournaments. He would play every now and then from time to time, but specifically this year, he's been making the initiative to actually compete in more open cups and take part in more tournaments. Has been great to see some more Sebesdes. Likewise, HiGhDrA also been devoting a little bit more time to StarCraft as of late, to improving. Coming into this, HiGhDrA, I want to say, has a little bit more experience here. Sebesdes is a bit of a younger rising star, younger talent, I should say. So we'll see how they compare. We shall see. I think I lean towards Sebesdes, but I also know that HiGhDrA can pop off. Like, he has it in him to pop off. So if he's on point, can claim this as well. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamma time. Predictions are open. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our second last series of the broadcast. As I mentioned, we do have 10 best of 3s in total, and the plan was to go 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Didn't want to go into too many just because, I mean, for the most part, all these matches have been quite fast, especially the PvPs. They've been really fast and a lot of 2-0s as well. But if the matches start going all the way to the ace match, and if we start getting longer games and more macro games, then the matches can very quickly take up more and more time. So we are going to be cutting it in half. 5 this morning, 5 this evening is the plan. So now we have our 2 gate openers. No proxy, no aggressive setup. Stalker Sentry versus Stalker Sentry. Okay. See, Sebesdes is just laying the expansion, being as annoying as possible. HiGhDrA, he will break out. Likewise, Sebesdes is going to be the first to expand. HiGhDrA not too far behind him. So we have some pretty standard openers. 2-gate opener, sentries to scout, natural bases. Yo, we're going to get to the 3-base economy. Are we playing standard and macro? Okay. This could be it. This could be their time. Phoenix does move out. Likewise, for the greater context of this series, Inexorable, the Brazilian Terran player, is waiting for the winner of this match, and we are going to be following the winner of this series into Inexorable as well. So I know we've had non-stop PvPs, but we'll have a PvT to end the broadcast. Well, we'll get there. We will get there. HiGhDrA's moving out. does move out early on, but alas, he does walk into a wall of sentries. Hallucination just scouting, just keeping an eye on our players here. Blink is on the way for both. So both players taking in the same direction. We could still see HiGhDrA find some damage, threaten the natural, and try to shade into the main. Episode moving in. Trying to slip by. Ooh, the player pilot just 1 second too late. Yeah, 2 loops too late. So HiGhDrA does bust in. Probe's going to be going down, getting 1, 2, up to 3 probe kills. Just 3. Could have been worse. Does cause a bit of chaos, forces Sebesdes back home. And HiGhDrA takes a third. Yeah, just rushing into his own third base. Sebesdes, meanwhile, delaying his third in favor of Robo. But still going for his own nonetheless. So yeah, as we had kind of assumed at the start, we were like, hold up, are we just gonna chill? We're chilling. These Protoss players are crazy. They want to play macro. They want to play some StarCraft. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. As that episode do get into the mineral line, getting 1, 2, 3 probe kill, 4 probes even. 4 probes going down. Nice damage to Sebesdes. I mean, again, he was just distracting HiGhDrA, pushes in towards a third. It doesn't quite get the shield battery though. And pulls away, losing 2 sentries. Oof. A lot of sentries going down. Likewise, though, he does have the Stalker lead. That's where they have it. From here, pulls away and backs off. Does back up again. Better trades for Sebesdes, taking down 5 Stalkers. Insane value. Took down 5 Stalkers, pulls back, preserves his own army. Sebesdes taking advantage of that slightly earlier blink as well. And HiGhDrA has some catching up to do. Does have some catching up to do. Just wandering in. Not mining at the third. Shading into the natural. Got more workers. Oh, yes, he doesn't pull away. Another 4 probes going down. And this is just a really rough position for HiGhDrA. He's just been torn apart. Whether it's worker damage, whether it's Stalker losses as well. Sebesdes has just been all over him. And because of his lead, what do we have? We have faster upgrades, faster +1, faster temple archives, faster charge, faster everything. So everything is faster here for Sebesdes. On top of that, Sebesdes still has a larger army. The one advantage that HiGhDrA has, I believe, is the immortal counts. Yes. So HiGhDrA, he has a slight edge on the immortal count. That's the one thing is going his way. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be difficult. And here comes Sebesdes. So basically, because he has a lead, he's making his War Prism as we speak. Then he can move out, he can reinforce, and he can commit. So this is going to be a very decisive move out here from Sebesdes. At least it should be. So here he comes. Prism is out. Archons have arrived. You can see HiGhDrA. He only just now starts charge. Oh god. Again, so far behind. We got the slow lots. As we can see, Sebesdes, he does spot the main army. Oh! Does focus on the prism. Prism goes down. Okay, the prism does fall. Stalkers kite back. And Sebesdes, he should just overwhelm. He should just overwhelm this. Catching out the Stalkers, diving on top of the Immortals. HiGhDrA cannot get away. And HiGhDrA, he will lose everything. As we'll lose one of the immortals, the rest of the army does step back. Sebesdes is still reinforcing. Remember, he still has his War Prism. We got that slow lots to reinforce. And again, it's just been a shaky game here for HiGhDrA. As Sebesdes does overrun. GG gets called, and Sebesdes takes game number 1. GG. Sebesdes takes the lead in the series. Again, just a strong start to be able to harass, to be able to poke in. He was able to just pull apart the economy and the army of HiGhDrA. It just snowballed into a massive lead with the upgrades, with the economy, with the army, with everything. So GG will play a strong showing there from Sebesdes, and now we're getting into game number 2. We had a bit of a slower start is what I will say. We had a slower start, you know, both players just slowly getting into their builds. We didn't really have anything too spicy early on. We'll see if anything changes coming into Ducklings as we load into one of the more macro maps in the map pool. And spawning in the top right-hand corner here of Ducklings, we have the yellow Protoss player, off the land of Czechia, representing Team Roddy, leading the series 1-0. It is Sebesdes. Uno mas is all he needs, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player from the land of the Netherlands. Down in the series, we'll see him bounce back. It is HiGhDrA. We go. Yes, a Terran. We'll get there, we'll get there. I'll be a Terran eventually. Again, waiting for the win of the series, whether this goes to the ace match or not. I mean, the pressure is on HiGhDrA. Pressure is on. When it comes to the previous game, the previous play, HiGhDrA will just have to tighten up his early game. Tighten up his early game defense. The attentiveness to his army, the army control, his mineral lines as well. We'll have to tighten up. We'll have to lock in. As we have our 2-gate opener out of HiGhDrA. Likewise, 2-gate opener out of Sebesdes. So far, so good. As HiGhDrA does move out. Oh, actually sneaking across the map. Okay, okay. You have my attention. Probe does sneak out, pylon gets thrown down, and this would be a more ideal location for a proxy Stargate. Again, it's far away by ground, but it's still close by air. Still close by air. The standard proxy location for a Stargate would be here at the 4th location, would be right here at the mineral patches, at the mineral line. So this is going to be slightly further back. It means it's going to be slightly further away, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get across the map, to get into the bases, but there's a higher chance this goes unscouted. Oh god, as this is not a Stargate, it is a Robo. 1 base all in. Okay. 1 base all in out of HiGhDrA. He's going to commit, he's going to double down. Let's go. Let's go. As HiGhDrA, he is going to be gearing up. Adepts are moving out. So this is currently unaware. I say that, checking his vision, Sebesdes, I believe he did, yeah, he did probe scout, he knows the pylon is missing, so he knows that at least. He's aware that the pylon is missing, oh no! Ooh, and he is searching with 2 probes here on the right-hand side. He does check the standard Stargate location, and checks bottom right, further out, but doesn't check in between. Based on his rally, it looks like he may just never. Models are on the way. Sebesdes opening up Stargate himself. Does open Stargate, hunting down the Adepts.
Enemy is gunning for our probes.
1 does not get in. And you can see Sebesdes, he's rescouting. He's rescouting the main base. He still knows that something is wrong, that the tech is missing. There's no expansion. And he's checking. There we go. Does move down, does confirm the Robo. Now he knows all in. Now knows it's going to be a 1 base all in. Now aware that it's not just going to be harassment, it's going to be more committed than that. So setting up. Being proactive, takes down the first Stalker. Takes down the Stalker, takes down the Adepts. Once the shields get triggered, as best as he can actually turn on this. Actually, gotta be careful. Here he's backing off. Prism is exposed. He moves in. Prism goes down. Ay, ay, ay. Brutal pickup. Takes down the Prism with the Stargates, getting into his the Phoenix shuts down the initial Immortal, and there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing left. Ay, ay, ay. Again, the Phoenix does just hard counter this. More reinforcements have arrived. Sebesdes has the defender's advantage, catching out more of these Stalkers. Unfortunately, there's no lift on the Phoenix, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. GG gets called. Sebesdes, he will completely shut down the all-in, and Sebesdes will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations, Sebesdes. He will claim the series that does advance on. Again, a strong showing here. Game 1, Sebesdes showcasing his more macro prowess. Here in Game 2, showcasing his defensive prowess. Again, he did open up Stargate. After the 2-gate Cybercore did go, he just never expanded. Never expanded, go to Stargate instead. Meanwhile, he was able to eventually find the Robo and eventually confirm what was happening and shut it down. So GG, well played. Impressive performance there by Sebesdes, and an unfortunate series there for HiGhDrA. Again, game 1 was just really brutal. The other game was just really brutal. Here in game 2, we saw that Sebesdes was taking it very seriously, was playing safe, and was even able to scat it as well. So wasn't able to get a fast one over on his opponent. And here we go. We're now getting ready for our next matchup, for our next series. The final series of the broadcast here. And again, a lot of 2-0s, a lot of fast games, a lot of proxies, so we've kind of blazed through this a little bit. Tempting to go ham and go for another 5, but nah, we'll take it slow. We'll take it slow, we'll take it easy. Regardless, we do have Inexorable. The Brazilian Terran player, does step in, and he's going to be going up against Sebesdes. Sebesdes, of course, he's warmed up after a series against HiGhDrA, and game 1 is going to be on Persephone. Let's go. And this should be a very different dynamic.